It really came to light to me when you're delivering a food parcel to a family and a parent or a guardian stood on the doorstep with tears in their eyes, and then a young person just being so happy that they seem to have food. I'm Alexandra. I have founded the Legendary Community Club. Through the pandemic, I've been keeping myself busy doing little bits for Lewisham Food Bank, which was collecting donations from a local community and also then dropping food parcels off. One of the leaders at the food bank, she actually made me aware at that point that some of the teachers were dipping into their own pockets to buy food for their families of the schools. And we know that through coronavirus, how hard people have been hit and that food poverty is an issue and it's only going to get bigger. I had access to a lot of volunteers because I was coordinating one of the mutual aid groups in my local community. So at that point it was like, okay, we could run a temporary food bank set up specifically for schools that we're working with, and we can help deliver a service to the schools that need it and help fill that gap. There was empty youth clubs that weren't being used, that had kitchens, that we could go in and make cold lunches.
We're getting support from Legendary Community Club with food here every day, and the boys have been enjoying it. Especially at this kind of crisis that we're in now, which is this COVID-19. Some parents have lost jobs and they are getting phone calls, oh coach, I can't come anymore. Some of these boys come here without no lunch, so that was very, very important food that we have for these kids. And whoever are those people who are giving their hands and supporting us, supporting another community, please don't stop. These boys need you guys.
Next, why do you think it's important for organisations like Legendary Community Club to be able to provide young people with lunches? Lani girl.
Some people can't provide for themselves, so they need that extra bit of help, and then families struggle in general.
My mum was sort of because I've been working for like 5 months, she's got to work till next month because the corona.
So it's affected home life and affected like the payments that come in. So it's still been a bit hard for them to provide lunch every day. It means a lot to us to be able to have lunches provided daily. Something so little is so big to them. Even earlier they was talking about the nutrition in it and how they're more likely to have fruit now because they've had it each day. It's just saved us time, money. We're able to do more in-depth work with our young people. It's crazy, I know people think, oh, just lunch, but it goes a long way. I'm a mum, as I say, I'm a mum. It's hard, especially for working parents. It shouldn't be left down to us just as normal people to make sure everyone's fed and everyone's okay. It's really upsetting, but as a community, when we come together, we're more powerful.
At the moment, community groups like yourselves coming together are plugging a hole, and it's not good enough, and it cannot be taken for granted that communities can just deal with this on their own. The government need to do something which is tangible. They need to be listening to communities, they need to be seeing what's going out there, and they need to take action that stops people from starving.
This is not an inevitable situation. We are the 6th richest country in the world. Pre-corona, we have 700,000 children growing up in poverty here in London and 350,000 millionaires. It's great that we've been able to get to the front line, but we shouldn't have to do it. We have a government who have the power and the money to stop this. We will continue to support the community, work with the schools providing food parcels. However, long term, we need change. There has to be change. This is not the answer. There has to be change that comes from the government.